All right, we are continuing round one of our Distillery Wars Shootout with two more iconic whiskeys. Let's get into it. Hey everybody, and thank you so much for joining me today here on Blind Whiskey Reviews, the most honest reviews on YouTube. We are continuing with round one of our Distillery Wars Workhorse Whiskey Shootout with two more iconic whiskeys today. As you've seen in the other two previous videos, which will be linked up here in the Distillery Wars playlist, we've been having a great time tasting these whiskeys. We've had some great ones so far. Hopefully this continues with a couple more. We know they're all great. These are all fantastic whiskeys. So let's see which ones I think are best, and hopefully I'm agreeing with your palates and you think are best too. So we're moving on. Again, I want to mention this as I've been mentioning in all the other videos. If you want to know how I set up this bracket, I will link a video up here that I put out to explain how I set this whole thing up. So please check that video out so this whole thing makes sense to you from beginning to end, because I don't want you to get confused along the way. But let's get into our two new whiskeys today, starting with the nose. This one's not popping on the nose right now. A little light fruit. A little bit of a nutty character. A little caramel. A little bit of oak. Over here, some more dark fruit characters. This whiskey itself looks a little dark. A little bit of spice. Mainly like sweet dark fruits. Plum, fig. Touch of oak. Vanilla. All right, these both smell good. So let's start with number 5 on the palate. Cheers. Number 5 is much more flavorful on the palate than it is on the nose. It really erupts with some flavor, so it feels like it's one of our higher proof offerings. You start out with a little bit of light fruit on the front. That apple, pear, quickly transitions to mid-palate with some of those sweeter bourbon characters. The brown sugar, the caramel. There's definitely a nuttiness here, which maybe suggests what I might think that this is at this point. Out of the distilleries we represent here, 2 of them kind of tend to have nutty characters, and this is definitely, I'm feeling one of those too. You know, maybe for fun, after the fact, I'll shoot this first round. I'll write down what I think each whiskey is. And at the end, we'll do a live stream or something and we'll talk about it just for fun. All right, let's clean up our palate and move on to number 6. Yeah, it's just definitely darker on the nose. Gotta get this number 5 off my palate here. This one definitely wants to hang with you. That flavor wants to stick with you. It's got a nice long finish, very potent, very powerful. So definitely a good whiskey. This one smells amazing too. This is gonna be a hard shootout, I think. So right now for me, this one isn't really tasting super familiar. It's staying deeper and darker, but it's staying a little bit lighter. This one erupt with flavor like this one does. But it's reasonably complex. It's staying kind of in that darker realm, which I really like. I like when bourbons stay deep and dark and in those just rich characters. I really enjoy that. You've got those deep, dark notes of dark fruit, black currant, plum, like juicy red grape. You definitely have a big punch of vanilla here. Not a lot of spiciness on the palate. I'm not getting a lot of spice character, not a lot of like the nutmeg, the cinnamon. This one has a little bit of that. This one really just doesn't have a ton of those spicy characters. It stays more in the deep, dark, and sweet realm. A little bit of oak on the back end, which balances it out, keeps it from being overly sweet. At the moment, I'm a little confused on proof. This one definitely feels like it's higher proof, but this one definitely has a lot of flavor. So while it doesn't have the same intensity of feeling on the tongue, this one definitely has a nice intense flavor, which is great. It's very easy drinking, yet flavorful. All right, I'm gonna dig into these two a little more as we have been doing. I'm going to bounce back and forth a little bit, do some more tasting, do some comparisons for myself. I'll speed that up so you guys don't have to suffer through me blundering on through this whole thing. And I'll give you a few more notes at the end, and I'll make my decision on which one I think is best. All right, so I've done my comparisons, tasted them side by side, gave myself the opportunity to get more taste, more time, more comparisons, and for me, number 5 just has to win this one. Well, number 6 has a great amount of flavor, a good amount of complexity. It's well balanced, it's easy drinking. Number 5 for me just erupts with flavor. I would say complexity-wise, they're similar. In terms of the number of flavors you're finding in these whiskeys, but for me, it gives you a little bit more wide variety of flavors. This one stays mainly in that generic bourbon realm. Number 5 for me gives you a little bit of expansion on that, because you're bringing in this nutty element, a little bit of spice, just a couple things that number 6 isn't coming with at this point in time. I do think this one feels like it's a little higher proof, which is obviously going to help as well. Balance-wise, I think they're both very well balanced. The flavors all work well together within the whiskey. So, but for me, number 5 has to win it. It just has more to it. It's more to chew on, more to bite on, more to taste. And for me as a whiskey head, that's just what I want to see. So number 5 is the winner, of today's shootouts. Did I get it right? Did I get it wrong? Let me know in the comments down below. Which one do you think should have won? As always, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at blind_reviews. You can also follow me on Instagram at Mission Bottle Kill, and you can send me an email at blindwhiskeyreviews@gmail.com. And until next time, cheers.